Hello everyone, hello. We are live. Hopefully we're starting and there are no technical difficulties. So I'm just gonna get us set up on Paltalk in my room, Michelle's room, and we are gonna get the ball rolling. So let's do this, Michelle's room, okay. Video. Alrighty, and we are live in both places. Proud of myself. Every time we set this up, I just think like, okay, hopefully there are no technical difficulties. But yeah, we're good, we're rolling. Give me 1 sec because I'm gonna get the link to my room to put in the Facebook chats. So that way you guys could easily click there. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm putting the link in right now in the comments. So you could either watch on Facebook or in Michelle's room on Paltalk, whatever is easiest and most convenient for you. Yeah, so hi, hello, how are you? I'm so happy you're here hanging out. Yeah, it is not even a cold day today. I think it's probably like 23, 24 degrees Celsius. And I am just shivering. I am freezing. I don't know what this is. Hopefully, the more we talk, the more energy we get. I'll get a little less freezing, but we'll see how it goes. We never know with these chats. Yeah, so I'm just looking through the comments here at the screen at the same time. But yeah, throughout the chat, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to leave your comments. I read all of them, and if I don't answer your question during the chat, I will be sure to follow up with you after the chat is over in the comments. And for those of you who do not know me, hi, hello, my name is Michelle. I do these chats here twice a week. We do them both in my room, Michelle's room, on Paltalk, and then we also do them on our Facebook Live. So if for any reason you ever can't attend and hang out live, that is totally fine. You could always rewatch them later when you have time if you would like. So, and if you are new here, I always like to ask you guys to comment your name, where you're from, what your nickname is, how you're doing, just anything like fun so we can kind of get to know each other a bit more. I feel like it's always nice to learn fun things about you guys, how you guys are doing. If you have any news you want to share, I always love hearing updates. It makes me happy. And yeah, again, I'm going to try my best to look at both cameras so I'm not ignoring anybody. So if you're thinking like, why isn't she looking at me? I'm trying my best to look in both places. And also, if you didn't watch last week's chat, I know I got some comments that you're having a hard time hearing me, so I'm so sorry about that. I'm trying my best to talk as loud as I can, but I know it isn't always easy with like internet and tech issues and stuff. I did order a microphone a few days ago, so I'm still waiting for it to arrive. So I really hope it arrives this weekend so I could use it for Monday. But I will keep you posted. In the meantime, I really do appreciate your patience and understanding. So thank you so much. And if you ever have any other like requests, positive feedback, negative feedback, if there's anything you think that could be better about these chats, please feel free to let me know. I really want these to be like really fun and like inspiring and like just a fun place for us to hang out and chit chat. So of course, any feedback is always welcome. Yeah, it has been 5 minutes of just rambling, so I think we're gonna get into the main topic now. So basically, to give you a quick overview, I was thinking today it would be really fun to talk about what to do when you get into a fight or a disagreement or an argument with a friend. So again, sorry, I'm just gonna be looking through the comments here. But anyways, I feel like when you've been friends with someone for so long, like you're bound to get into disagreements sometimes. And you know what? It's life. It totally happens. Especially if you see like the same person every day. Sometimes little things they do could start to like get annoying, or you could just get into disagreements about things. Or even like when you're so close to someone, you know it's easy to take your anger out on them, even though they're not actually the one you're mad at. Just think of a random example. Let's say, just random hypothetical, your friend does bad on a test and they're really frustrated because they studied really hard, and then they see you, your friends, and then they take the anger out on you just because you're the nearest person there, and they know that they could just kind of, like get their anger out, and it isn't anything against you as a person, but it's just because you're the first person they saw, and it's easy to kind of just let your anger out. That happens all the time, and it's happened to me before with friends. Or maybe they said something that hurt your feelings, even if it wasn't intentional. Still, the fact that it got said could still hurt your feelings. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff, like totally happens, and it is a part of life. No matter how much you love someone or how close you are to someone, it is so normal to get into fights or disagreements, whether it's something more serious or something more casual, or again, if you said something that came off as hurtful, even though that wasn't your intention, it doesn't mean it hurts any less. But yeah, the main point is, just because you get into a disagreement with someone, that doesn't mean that the friendship is over, and you're never gonna move past it. Of course, yes, it may take you some time to come to an understanding and forgive and forget, but it's still, I think, really, it's an important life skill to know how to not only resolve conflicts, but to move past them and forget. Because you never want to have a disagreement with a friend and then 6 months later be like, I'm still mad at you for doing XYZ 6 months ago. Because I don't think that's really, a healthy way to be. It's kind of just knowing how to accept someone's apology and know that it wasn't intentional and move on. So I feel like there's different types of disagreements or issues in friendships. Sometimes something could have the best intentions. You could mean to do something so nice, but the other person just didn't see it that way, and it turned and hurt their feelings. Or two people could be in an argument and just say things they didn't necessarily mean. It just kind of came out because it was like a heat of the moment type thing. So that kind of stuff happens. But I think if you really do value the friendship and you love the other person, it's important to kind of hear their side of the story and really listen and see what they have to say. Because I feel like sometimes when you're in an argument, you can kind of hear another person, but you don't really listen, because you kind of already made up in your mind, oh, I don't agree, so I'm not going to listen. But I don't really feel like that's a very positive way to be, or a very collaborative way to be. It's kind of just knowing, okay, I may not agree with what this person has to say, but I'll listen to their opinions and how they feel and maybe what their main intention was. If you get what I'm trying to go at. Let me know if any of you agree with what I'm saying, can relate to what I'm saying on a certain level. I'm just curious. But yeah, also another thing I want to throw in there, I totally get that it isn't always so easy to see certain friends in person, especially right now with everything going on. But if you are in a disagreement with a friend, I would try my best to either talk with them on video or meet up with them in person if you can. Sometimes when you're trying to resolve a conflict via texting or not in person, things can get misunderstood. They could say something very seriously, but it could come off as sarcastic just because of the way you read it in your head, if that makes sense. And also, it isn't always easy if you have a lot to say to express it well while writing, because some things are easier to say out loud than to write. Or if you are more emotional, it could be hard. So it's kind of just knowing how to go about that. Sorry, just looking at the comments. Yeah, so anyways, what I was saying, let me see. Is this better? I'm just thinking out loud. No, that's worse. Okay. Anyway, so back to the main points. I just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. Yeah, so sometimes when you're texting, it's harder to get your point across as if you're actually talking, as if you're actually talking to somebody in person, and then you can just get all your thoughts off your mind and see like how you can move forward with the event. Yeah, so I got a comment saying that you could hear a fan, and I think it actually might be my computer because my computer right now is on a little stand so I can see. Yeah, so I'm sorry about that. Again, when my mic comes, hopefully things will be a little bit better. But until then, thank you so much for bearing with me. Yeah, and if you just joined now, again, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Feel free to comment your name, where you're from, how you're doing, what's up. If you have any comments, questions, concerns over anything I'm saying, comments are always welcome. Okay, back to the point. Sorry about that. Where was I? Yeah, so it's really about having conversations in person and really listening to what the other person is saying, and knowing that if you really want to continue like a friendship or relationship with someone, sometimes you'll have to accept and embrace that you will disagree from time to time. And the truth is, we're all human. We all are so different. We all have strong opinions. We all have our own opinions. And even if you love someone and are really good friends with them, you may not agree on all areas of life, and that's okay. Sometimes you just have to kind of let things go and, remember that you're friends with the people you're friends with for a reason. You clearly have a lot of fun together. You clearly have a lot of memories, a lot of moments. And yeah, it's just kind of embracing the people that you love and, forming connections. And we all have such different people in our lives. Some people will be more easygoing than others. Some people may be a bit more complicated, but it's kind of like what makes us interesting and what makes like friendships in life so fun. Like, people always say this, but if we were all the same, life would just be boring, And it's just fun to have different personalities, different points of view, and do different things together. And I feel like it's also important when you've been friends with someone for a long time, or whether you've just been friends for a little while, to know like what makes people like if you have a friend, I'm thinking of an example. Like, let's say you have a friend who gets very upset about certain topics. It's knowing and respecting their views and their opinions, and not trying to like say things that they may take the wrong way, but also still being yourself, if you get what I'm trying to say. I know sometimes it can be a little complicated. I feel like sometimes our conversations go all over the place, but it's a part of what makes our chat so fun, I feel. Yeah, so we're at 3:45. It's Thursday. The weekend is almost here. Sorry, I'm thinking a lot. I'm thinking how I can fix my computer from making the fanning sound. Do any of you guys know? It might be because my computer is on the stand. So let's see if I can fix that by just taking it off the stand and holding it for just a few minutes. Let me know if that helps you guys. I'm sorry, I just dropped you guys there. Yeah, why does your computer do that sound? That is so strange, huh? That is very odd. Okay, so you'll be a little bit lower. I was trying to have a better angle, but I guess it didn't work out, and that's okay. Maybe if I also hold you guys there for a little bit, that might help too. Yeah, so anyways, it's Thursday afternoon. The weekend is almost here. I'm so excited. What are your plans for the weekend? So it is a long weekend here in Canada. Do any of you guys have any cool plans? Like, what's your deal? What are you going to be doing? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Does everyone have a long weekend this weekend, or is it just Canada? I honestly don't even know. But anyways, I'm still excited. I love long weekends. We're still going to be chatting here on Monday at 11 EST. So if you are free to come, we would love to have you. You are always welcome to join our chats. I look forward to them every week, twice a week. And yeah, you guys really are my friends, so it's fun to have conversations and just chill and have fun, you know? And again, whenever our conversations finish, I always get so excited to read the comments afterwards, see how you're all doing. I'm just strolling through the comments now. Da 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 da. Hello, hello. Yeah, sorry, I always get really sidetracked when I see your comments because I always want to reply to them, but then I lose my train of thought. And yeah, just kind of the way it goes. You know me. You know this always happens. Take a few minutes to say hi to people who said hi. Hi, Ronnie. Hi, Red. Hi, Adrian. Hi, Fisher. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm just trying to include everybody, but it's a lot of names here. Yeah, again, sidetracked, but what else is new? I feel like the main key takeaway I really wanted to share was that when you love someone and you're friends with someone, even if you get into an argument from time to time, it doesn't mean that, you can't be friends anymore. It doesn't mean that the friendship is over and that things have to be like one way or the highway. It's kind of just learning how to compromise, be really open, communicating, listening, and just being there for the people that you love, and learning how to, move past conflicts, because no matter what you do in life, you will never see eye to eye with everybody, and that's okay. People get into disagreements, with their coworkers, with their friends, with their family, with their neighbors. Like, there will always be things in life where you have to learn how to resolve conflict appropriately and see what makes the most sense for you. And of course, at the end of the day, if something is upsetting you, always be honest and open with the person involved, because they honestly may not even know what they said hurt your feelings or came across in a wrong way. But if you don't let them know that a certain situation hurt your feelings, they won't know to not do it in the future, and then it could kind of just hang over your head. You know what I mean? And I feel like no one really wants that kind of feeling. That is not a fun feeling, to keep things bottled up and not say how you feel and what's on your mind. You know what I mean? I don't know if any of you relate to that in any way, but that is just my thoughts on the subject. Okay, so I think we're going to start to wrap it up for now. Again, I really appreciate everyone who came to hang out on the chat. I really hope, that I get my microphone this week. I really hope so. I will keep you guys posted, and I really think it'll help with the quality. So, fingers crossed. Again, thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you Monday at 11 Eastern for our next chat. And I hope you have just an absolutely incredible weekend. Okay, bye friends.